Untangled is like a Spider-Man simulator, and it surprised us when it dropped just a few months ago totally free. If you've followed the free scene though, you might recognize this looks a lot like something called Web Guy that came out years ago, and it's actually from the same developer. In Untangled, you're in a physics-based world. You can swing around on webs with new effects where you can even do 360 flips over stuff, climb around, you can grab other players, and with only being out a couple months, it's already got over 200 ratings, giving it a 4-star rating. Mostly 5 stars, 65% of them. People saying they really love how the swinging settings and how you can change the suits, but saying they want to see more maps. People saying the updates have added cool mechanics they're really happy with, the fighting and the swinging and the flips. And if you do go look for what are people saying they're not happy with it, people are bringing up the community having too many children and no supervision. Other people saying that it's still glitchy, it's new, having issues with the web not pulling them as much as they want it to. But if you're a fan of Web Guy, you want to see something that feels more updated, check out Untangled. It seems that when it comes to free and parkour, people are really enjoying it, with Grab coming up next year on the list. Grab has grappling hooks, climbing mechanics, and even double jumping mechanics where you can grab through the air. Not only does it have tons of parkour challenges, but you can actually create and share your own level designs with their level editor, and then take your friends in there up to 12 players and play these multiplayer together. Grab's been out a while, it's well known with nearly 10,000 ratings, giving this thing a 5-star rating. People saying it's amazing, and people build really cool things to check out in it. People saying there's tons of different levels of difficulty, so no matter how good you are at the game, you can still have fun. Gets you sweating and moving, and a lot less low reviews on this one, but people saying that if they did decide to support the game and buy the early pack, some people didn't see their coins show up, with the developer saying you need to go back to the store and hit buy again, and they will show up without making you pay. People saying that sometimes they try to save their levels and it didn't work. And as you'll see is a theme with any free multiplayer games, people citing of course the community itself that you might meet while you're in there. You won't see a lot of 5-star rated games on this list though, so if you're gonna check out one, Grab might be the one to check out. We already talked about the newer version, but Web Guy is where Untangled got its roots, so if you want to go check out the earlier one. 673 ratings given this thing, only about a 3.25 star though. People saying they enjoyed swinging around the city, people saying it's a good game, but people comparing it to Gorilla Tag and saying it sucks, or saying that they just couldn't get in with their friends. It'll be in the comments and description if you're really interested in checking this one out too and seeing their early roots, but Untangled definitely looks like the way to go. Gravity League is a free-to-play competitive multiplayer game that feels kind of like you're in a 3D version of Pong, but using your physical body to smack a ball back and forth at your opponents. A game that over 350 ratings give about a 4.3 stars, with lots of people giving it 5-star reviews saying it's got a great community, it's a really fun game. People saying it's a good workout and gets you exercising, but a lot of the lower reviews citing the issues of how if you want to be able to set up custom matches with the friends you want to play with, it is stuck behind a paywall with different campaign packs that will cost you money, whether you want to solo the game, the party pack that'll actually let you play with your friends, or bundle them both for $15. You can at least get in, feel out the game and play it and see what you like, but then you'll have to decide if you really want to play it or play with friends. It will cost you some money, unfortunately. Wadality is a VR multiplayer shooter with an emphasis on a more vertical style of gameplay, and even advertises how the hand swing locomotion in the game drastically reduces motion sickness in players. Another one of the few on this list with a 5-star rating with over 2,400 ratings. 89% of those are 5 stars. People saying they love this game and they play it every day. People saying it's like you took Gorilla Tag and mixed it with a shooter, but you can fly, and people saying they really like the weapon choices. But some people jumping in and giving it 1-star reviews, saying it's trash, with some very edgy comments in their reviews, so bad that the developer literally just responded the word bruh. People complaining about campers, some people giving it a good review saying very good game, still giving it 1 star, and other people bringing up issues with the servers and not being able to get into games. Another one that does have 5 stars, so take that how you will. As more games that were shooters and were free come out of beta and start to get prices, AIM XR is one that is still free, a 5v5 fast-paced multiplayer shooter. You can also play it offline against bots, and although people are still saying this game is considered an alpha, it has been out for about 3 years now. People saying it's very promising, it's very good, people even saying that it's like Pavlov was when it was in beta. Not quite as good graphics though, but it's basically just Pavlov. But people in the lower reviews citing issues with bugs and their hands bugging out, people talking about the moderators, and people of course citing the community. If you have friends who all have quests and they want to just download this game together and all go in and play it together, you're probably gonna have a blast. But if you walk in alone into a lobby full of people that no one else is already friends with, you never know what you're gonna get. DigiGod's Build and Battle is free to play in early access and is pretty well known already. A physics-based sandbox environment with shooting, parkour, and basically any kind of gameplay you want to even make and design yourself. There's got a drag and drop system in it and really gives you the ability to design what you want, whether it's a puzzle, some sort of shooter game, board games, and over 4,200 people giving this thing a 5-star rating already. 90% 5-star ratings. People say it's amazing. People comparing it to Yeeps, which you might hear about later in the video. People saying it deserves to be an official game. People even talking about the different kinds of items you can do in the game and how the multiplayer just makes it so much better. But people in the lower reviews bringing up how the fact that there is guns, kind of like GTA, if you get in, there's other people in there, they're just gonna try and shoot you. Other people saying the game doesn't give you enough of a tutorial in it or that it still has bugs. This one is in early access with no price though, so if you want to try it out, now might be the time. Free sports style games make it high up on lists when it's free to play and what people are playing. And Gym Class Basketball VR is a super well-known game out there. It's free, tons of people enjoy it. Sandbox mode, social worlds, the physics engines of it, and now the game has added pay-to-play features, but those are the NBA bundles where you can get the NBA courts and the branded apparel. But if you want to get in and check it out free, you still can, and over 57,000 people say it's 5 stars, so maybe you should. 95% 5-star ratings. People saying this game is amazing, and every time they need to have fun, this is their go-to game. People saying they love the game, they love the skins in the game, and people saying there's a reason that this is one of the highest rated games out there. With 57,000 ratings, that puts it almost up to where Beat Saber's at with ratings, but an even higher score than it or Gorilla Tag. And if you look to the lower reviews to see what people say, it's definitely community issues. A lot of people being toxic in there, people saying the game needs better moderation, people saying they did get banned, so apparently there is some moderation, and some people saying Big Ballers is better. Big Ballers does make it higher on the list for what people are playing right now, although it's got a lot less ratings. Touted as the fastest growing VR sports game, play with up to 12 people. Big Ballers might sound like a basketball game from the title and the comparisons from Gym Class, but Big Ballers has a ton of different kinds of sports in it you can play. Customizable characters and an edge of trying to actually compete online to even be number one. Game hasn't even been out a year yet, and 91% 5-star ratings have people saying it's their new favorite game. People saying it's fun and it's competitive, citing all different kinds of things to do in it: basketball, baseball, American football, as they specify, fitness, laser tag, blade ball, arcade. So many people citing that it's their favorite game. The same low reviews we basically heard for every other game. Occasional bugs, some lag, and bad-mouthed kids. What can you do? A quick honorable mention before our top spot, Monkey Do, a game that's been out a while and at first glance kind of looks like a Gorilla Tag clone, but a game that has you flying all around, chasing down coins from each other, trying to escape the alligator that's swimming in the pond down below. Or is it a crocodile? I can never remember. But 5,800 ratings, giving it a 4.5-star rating. Most important review, you'll probably find the review section saying it's so skibbity. People saying it's the best monkey game, obviously, firing shots at Gorilla Tag, but people in the low reviews, same things, bugs, rude kids, and people just saying there's no way anything is ever better than Gorilla Tag, and this can't possibly be. And Yeeps making it to the top spot, possibly even taking over Gorilla Tag's territory right now. Yeeps has you bouncing around, your hands moving around, but also able to pull the stuffing out of yourself and craft anything you want with different modes, different unlockables, and a game that has not been out very long, but has tons of people playing it. 43,000 ratings with a 5-star rating. People saying it's super fun, it's the best game. People saying if you play it, you're gonna get addicted and join the community of it. People who are making cases for why you need to just get this game. But people citing community issues, citing they got banned, citing that there's bullying. Of course, a game that's free, fun, and this big is gonna have some of that. As with any free game, it's always best if you can go in with friends or people you know, or find a Discord of people that also want to play the game with you. But what are you playing? Is there multiplayer games that you prefer that are paid? Do you prefer the free ones? Do you bounce around between all these different free ones? Let me know in the comments down below. Once again, thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you in another reality. Oh yeah, Gorilla Tag. Most ratings any game has ever earned on the store ever, and everyone knows it. So if you don't know it, well, it's there.